Yo, what's poppin'? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, myself and Miles Cunningham, we have a new podcast called the Advanced Game Podcast that is out right now on Patreon. So go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a quick clip of the first episode, right? And this one, this podcast right here, right, this is for, I'll say this, it's not for everybody. You understand what I'm saying? This is for the people who actually want advanced game, the guys who take game seriously, the guys who want to step their shit up. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm going to show a quick clip, and then I want you to click the link below, join the Patreon so you can watch all the episodes. So this is the first episode, and we're going to be doing more and more episodes. So make sure that you guys are on the Patreon so you do not miss this, all right? Check this out.
You have tuned into the Advanced Game Podcast. Step up your motherfucking game. Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? And welcome to the first episode of the Advanced Game Podcast. You feel me? This shit is gonna be crazy. So this is a new show that we're doing on Patreon, right? Myself and Miles Cunningham. And we're gonna be dropping some advanced game. We're gonna be doing this maybe 2 to 4 times a month. Right? And this is something for you guys who really want to step up your game. You understand? This isn't the stuff that we're putting on YouTube for free. You feel me? And the game is going to be so heavy in this podcast. So I want you guys to make sure that you are up on this so you can get all the game and not miss an episode. Now, on today's episode, I'm going to be talking about how to get a chick extremely sexually attracted to you on the first date. Okay. I'm going to tell you how to make this happen because see, this is what happens sometimes. You're going to go on the first date, right? And a lot of times you may not actually get a second date, right? And sometimes you might not get a second date because, you know, the girl wasn't really feeling you on the first date. She wasn't really feeling that vibe. You didn't really have a situation where there was any chemistry between y'all. You know, you probably were being extremely platonic in the stuff that you were saying. You know, you could have been flirting with her, but you wasn't really doing it in a way where she was really feeling the situation because you might have been kind of, you know, doing a little bit too much, interacting with her in a way that made her feel like you were sweating her. You understand? Because a lot of guys say, oh, well, you shouldn't compliment a girl and you can't validate these girls and all this other stuff. Right now, it's not about that. But what happens is sometimes guys can come off a little bit too much like they're like praising the girl or they're sweating the girl or they're putting her on a pedestal. You see what I'm saying? When they're flirting with her, interacting with her, they'll make it seem like, you know, they're just super excited to be on the date with the girl. Or I even know some guys who they'll go on dates with women and they'll act like they're just lucky to be there. They're like, oh my God, I never been out with a girl as hot as you. Like I've known guys who said stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? And so what I want to show you guys in this podcast is I want to show you guys how you can actually flirt and build sexual tension with a woman that will make her be extremely sexually attracted to you when you're on that first date, which will most likely get her to want to see you on a second date. And in a lot of cases, what happens is that when you do what I'm about to say in this podcast, a lot of times the girl is usually going to hit you back up. You feel what I'm saying? So let's say you go on a date with a girl on Friday, you know, you're interacting with her in the way I'm going to describe. And then what's going to happen is that let's say, you know, Saturday morning, maybe Sunday, whatever, she'll hit you back up and she'd be like, hey, what's up? How are you? And, whatever, right? So she's trying to get back at you. This is sort of where you get the girl to start chasing, because a lot of guys, they're like, oh, how do you get a girl to chase? Right. And so dudes think they can just, be super good looking or, have a lot of money and status or whatever the hell it is. And then they just stand in the room and then women are going to start chasing them or whatever it is like that. That's not how it works. See, when a woman chases you, it's about her having a specific experience with you in order for her to want to chase. You understand what I'm saying? There needs to be something she's chasing. You understand? And that something is that experience that you give her that she connects to you. You see what I'm saying? Because it's not just about you being good looking, not just about you having money. Why? There's a lot of guys who are out there that women will consider as good looking. There's a lot of guys out there who have money. You understand? And so what makes her chase this guy who's good looking with money versus this other guy who's good looking with money? She's not chasing everybody, right? So what makes her chase is what makes, it's you standing out, right? And so you stand out by how you're making her feel in that interaction when she's on that first date with you, right? Because what happens is when a girl's on a first date, she's dating, different guys or whatever, what she's looking for is somebody who she's going to be excited to want to keep seeing. She's looking for someone that she's going to start thinking about. Because see, what happens is after that first date, she's going to, be thinking about you if you're doing what I'm saying in this podcast, right? So basically, what happens is you want to be able to flirt and build sexual tension, right? The thing you don't want to do is, like I said earlier, you don't want to be like kissing her ass, putting her on a pedestal, acting like you're like amazed to be with her. You don't want to do any of that stuff, right? But there's a way that you can flirt and build sexual tension, right? That's going to basically make the girl feel like, damn, like finally, you understand, I'm actually with a guy who's attractive, and it's going to, she's going to be having fun. She's going to be excited. She's going to be turned on by you in this situation. Right. So this is something that, I call you, us, but never just me. OK, this is a thing that I call you, us, but never just me. So this is sort of like a method of flirting and building sexual tension that I'm about to explain in this podcast. So here it goes. So this is how you do it. Whenever you are.
So guys, remember, click that link below, join the Patreon, check out this episode, and also look out for all the future advanced game podcast shows. And also remember, we got the Bad Boy Show on the Patreon, and we also do exclusive stuff on the Patreon. So make sure you guys are on there, patreon.com/Mr. Locario. All right, I'm out of here. Peace.